Hello. We back? We back? We back. Hello everyone. How we doing? Internet had a bit of a hiccup, but we are back. Hello. Howdy. Oh, by the way, folks, oops. Get the chat for the news stream going. There we go. Hello. Getting this all set back up again. Poof, we are back. Sorry about the interruption, everybody. I know that is very frustrating. It's very frustrating to me. Bet it's frustrating to all y'all. Oh boy. Second streamer tonight to have a stream drop. Nah, that's too bad. Well, geez, Sarge. When you said to take a different route, I thought you were talking about the router in the office. I'm sorry, Sarge. How we doing? Hello. And Riverboat Mutiny. There we go. Did you get DMCA, Matt? No, it was just internet. Though I should say, I should let y'all know that, you know, part of the reason we're probably gonna see some more shitheads coming over is that periodically folks are trying to get me on Libs of TikTok's radar. So just as an FYI, folks, it's a whole thing. The whole thing that's happening these days over at Riverboat Jack Enterprises. I saw this also happening to Squid Tips. Is Squid Tips the motorcycle guy who's like cool with trans people? You okay? Yeah, it just really fucked with my flow. I'm going back and forth on like, is it worth trying to finish the 3 videos we had left of this, or the 3 minutes of this that we had left, or not so much? Yeah, I've seen some of his protest coverage videos. I really liked how his video pushing back on the like the hate protests in Washington. It was really cool. I think we finish it if you want. I don't know. I feel like I said my piece, and like I gotta be honest, this lady isn't that interesting. Easy win. This is getting close to the color of my my actual hair. Is 3 minutes too long? I mean, I'm like bored and I don't really have much more to add to what's being said. Like Charlie Kirk was a monster. And like if someone's fine like mourning a monster, I think that says a lot about them, you know? Um I'm just kind of like I don't have much else to say. I thought it was going to be more interesting, but it was pretty bog standard like vague posting. And I find vague posting deeply frustrating. Closing thoughts. I mean, my closing thoughts are like I think it should be pretty easy to understand people's emotional responses to all of this. I don't think that's difficult to wrap your head around. And people, specifically conservatives, trying to pretend like they have no idea why people would be happy that he's gone is, I mean, I think that's some willful ignorance, some self-serving willful ignorance, and eh, I don't know. Nice try. Kirk's killer was Antifa. Are you basing that off of Elon Musk's tweet of some rando with no citations? The one piece of supporting evidence was wearing a black shirt to eat pancakes. He had Bella Ciao on the bullets. That's an Antifa song. Yeah, he also had a lot of Groiper memes on the bullets. And you want to know what song was on the Groiper playlist recently? It's Bella Ciao. Musk has 400 IQ. If IQ is a new measurement for dick size in the Planck length, sure. It's an Antifa song. Read a book. Why are you telling me to read a book when you're talking about a song? Do you not know what songs are? I'm uh God. Yeah, it's an do you know what a groiper is? Can you even tell us what gender you are? Yeah, I'm a lady. Can you tell me what gender you are? I'm curious. No? Well, a groiper is a far right acolyte of Nick Fuentes, 4chan, Laura Loomer, kind of that sphere. Um, they are all far right fascists who have been beefing with Charlie Kirk for a few months now, and one of their prominent song playlists includes the song Bella Ciao because they take things the left does in order to like make them shitty on purpose. It's one of the things that they do, you know? You're not a lady? Wait, then why are you asking like what gender I am if you think I'm a different gender? Why are you pretending to be a moron? Nah, Jack, this guy's alright. He helped an ADHD trans girl remember to take her meds. Hell yeah. I don't know if they're pretending, to be honest. Oh, you were talking to Michelle? You should probably, like, specify that in your responses. Jack doesn't look weird or anything. It's true, I don't. I'm actually a model. Like, actually. So, y'all need to stop celebrating death. I literally put out... You people are so dumb. I make a 2-hour long video, an hour and a half long video on one day, like an hour long video on another day. I make a goddamn feature length style breakdown of how I feel about this, and you're like, you all need to stop celebrating. And literally, the feature length presentation I put together for you is about how I don't do that. And how I'm advocating people don't do that. Why do you people insist Kirk is the MLK of the right? Charlie Kirk hated MLK. He went at length about how MLK was evil and bad. Like, God. You people just come in here and at the first chance you get, you show your entire ass. It's wild. Kirk would have debated MLK if he was alive. MLK wouldn't have debated Charlie Kirk. There were plenty of white supremacists to debate at the time. We don't need to add another one to the list for MLK to spend his time. Like, damn, dude. MLK would have been like, nah, I'm going on down to Selma next week to march. You will be happy to have you march alongside us if you'd like. And then Charlie Kirk would have demurred because, you know. The MLK was a master debater line is just some next tier shit posting though.
Rap.
I don't know what that means, but thank you Balls Deep 6969 for the $5 super chat. Also, like, well, your audience doesn't agree with you about the celebrating thing. Like, yeah, I'm not their mom. I can't control them. All I can do is advocate for my position, and my position is I owe no one my sorrow, and I owe nobody my jubilation, and I'm not gonna give either to Charlie Kirk. God. We got a lot of dipshits from time to time in here. But man, some folks take the cake. Reagan, thank you for being a member. Very much appreciated. And that actually hits us. We are halfway to our goal, everybody. Look at us. Look at us go. Mom membership fee. Like, it's crazy. Like, people are like, you don't even know what gender you are. It's like, I don't think these people, like, I don't think they know what gender is. Like, each one of these little cretins is just like, I don't know, the most sickly Victorian child who thinks he's protected by daddy's money. Like, that's the way y'all act. It's weird. Stop it. You know, I understand y'all are angry about the fact that, like, the shooter seems to have been one of you, but, like, that's not my fault. You guys have been coming into my house, my stream for the last 3 days, telling me that I'm gonna get what's coming to me for existing, and it's weird. Y'all are little freaks. And you know what? I do believe you guys have the power to stop being little freaks, but it does require some effort on your part. It's freakish, no other way to put it. I mean, weird. It's weird. It's off-putting. Touch grass. I don't know, like go go like do stuff in your community. Charlie spent his last breath blaming mass shootings on the existence of black and trans people. He did. Like, he was committed to the bit. Let's pray for the groypers. Literally do anything else with your time. Okay, where we at? I know that channel hiccup really fucked our numbers. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. I don't support political violence, but Charlie Kirk did. I mean, Charlie Kirk did for sure. And yeah, I don't support like violently attacking anybody. I support organizing. I support hashing out our differences at the ballot box. That is the focus of my endeavors, and it will continue to be so. I think the solution to our problem is not random acts of violence. I think the solution to our problem is organizing. Always has been, by the way, and always will be. Bunch of trans Tifa cowards can't do shit in real life. I don't understand even what you're trying to talk about. Can you maybe restate that in a way that makes sense to a normal human being? Also, don't Google trans Tifa. You're going to find a lot of images that are going to make you very angry if you're conservative. Oh, Eddie666. Trans Tifa just sounds like a very popular brand, like subgenre of Tifa hentai. Okay, like that. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, the amount of fan art there is online of the character Tifa, uh, you don't know what that is? Oh, she's a big booba lady in Final Fantasy VII, and I guarantee you, if you Google trans Tifa, you're just gonna find like some compromising art of that character in a variety of positions. I don't think that's what these folks are talking about though. So God. Trans Tifa, what a thing to come in on. Just I checked. You have to keep a space. Well, I don't trust these people to not randomly mash the space button. Let's be clear. They'll that's like a 50% filter rate. Yeah, I just know in my bones that there is so much trans Tifa art. Yeah, I genuinely, honestly, never sought it out, but I can definitely tell you there's a lot of it. It's hard to type mashing your face into the keyboard. It's true. I apologize for being ableist. Genuinely, the embrace of like anti-knowledge and anti-scientific like principles on the right is maybe one of the most troubling things. None of these people give a shit about knowing the correct answer to anything. What's your opinion on the Quirk Chungus meme? I have literally no idea what that means. Thank you for the $5 Canadian though. Hi, I'm new and not a dipshit. I just want you to know that there are new people that are not dipshits. Thank you for the stream. Well, Crumple Punch, I am very aware of that, and I appreciate all the new folks who are coming in. And honestly, I even appreciate like the new folks who are conservative who come in. Like, I'm not against like conservatives watching my show. I think that it's totally fine if they want to watch my show, and I hope the things I say like reach them. But I think that you need to have a certain attitude and a certain curiosity to actually learn, and a lot of them don't have that. And so instead they come in to like sling shit, and I'm better at slinging shit than they are. Like I'm sorry. They're bad at it. Like even their insults and threats are uncreative. I'm newish. I lurk and sometimes leave if I can't take it for my mental health. And that is the correct way to engage with my content, because the shit we get into. You have an incredible amount of patience. Well, I just remember when I was conservative. Like, I grew up in a fundamentalist Christian household. My dad doesn't believe in evolution. Like, I understand growing up in ignorance and not knowing things. And so I like to I like to extend the courtesy that I wish, I would have gotten had I been curious enough to ask questions. You know? Like, I think that that's, I don't know, like I want to be able to educate people and like believe that the vast majority of folks are the victims of a lot of propaganda, and they aren't believing these things because um that's just the way it is, and that's an immutable part of the world and existence, but because they were taught wrong. And they were taught wrong deliberately by people with a lot of money whose interest was keeping these folks ignorant in order to profit off of that ignorance. You know? And like I know, for example, like I like maybe until I was like in my early 20s, I was probably I was a bigot, you know? Like I didn't know how to feel about LGBTQ people cuz like my dad had told me, you know, you can tolerate you tolerate queer people. You never accept them. And so I struggled with that for a really long time. And I know that like a lot of people don't have the right answer right off the bat, and I don't think that's a reason to dismiss them out of hand immediately, right? It's why I like to talk to some of these people for a little bit, and often they're just not reachable, right? But if they ever are, and they are someone who can like chat and talk and like treat other people in chat with respect, I think that they are worth having in the community. And also, I would ask that other folks in the community have patience and treat them with relative respect as well, to the greatest possible degree. Um, but I understand sometimes that's not possible. Yeah, leave the window cracked open for a convo. Because I know the vast majority of the folks who come in to, you know, who are conservative are going to engage with me in bad faith. But usually they reveal their intentions very quickly. It would also help if our education system wasn't trash and we valued teachers more. Very true. Watching American media is very jarring because the focus is so far away from education. Like even political satire shows over here are mainly informative and educational. Yeah, I mean it's a struggle to get real information, you know? Also, most schooling in the United States doesn't include like media literacy. And that was genuinely maybe one of the most valuable things I ever learned, and I had one class on it in middle school. And then I had to go get an English literature degree in order to like gain the rest of that knowledge. And I took a lot of shit for getting an English degree, but like genuinely it has been one of the most useful skill sets I have when it comes to doing what I do. I'm from Germany. Education here could also be better though. You know, I think that's the secret though. I think education can always be better, and I think we always should seek to improve. And I think that that's one of the things that I believe in now as like a core principle. I think folks that stop striving to improve are on some level embracing like death essentially. Like I think you should always struggle to learn more, to like do more, to grow yourself, you know? I think that that's healthy. I think that's good. I think like I don't know. I think that's I think that's one of life's biggest secrets, that it's useful to learn. Like I know many of you like anime. I love anime too, but like the main reason so many protagonists in like shonen anime are like held up
I
to such a
blame No
degree.
Child Left Behind. A lot of these children were clearly left behind.
I mean, it's true in both respects. Like be intellectually curious, but also like be physically curious. Like physically move around your community and like do shit. I really, really, really hold Mob Psycho 100 in high esteem, because it demonstrates a character who struggles constantly in order to make himself better. Not just like mentally and emotionally, but physically. In a world that, like, doesn't understand him. And I think that that is, like, a really great thing to demonstrate. Like, he struggles to better his body, to better his social skills, to better his community. And, like, I think that that's good. I think, like, life is a struggle to better oneself. And I think that, like, embracing that is extremely healthy. Yeah, Ranthier. There's some evidence of life on Mars in the like the past. It's super super cool. Not just like water ice, but like actual evidence of life, which is so cool. And in the interest of learning new things, I learned today that cheetahs are relatively peaceful towards humans. Who knew? Wasn't he Antifa? Literally the only source I see trying to claim that like the shooter was Antifa is Elon Musk retweeting some guy. And like some guy is not evidence. Like that some guy with a picture of the shooter in a black t-shirt, that's not evidence of like Antifa activity. HC, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Very, very much appreciated. Why are cheetahs friendly to humans? Because cheetahs don't really have the jaw strength to break bones, is my understanding. And so they are big, they're in the big cat, you know, hierarchy, but like they are smaller than like lions or tigers, for example. And their main attribute is speed. And so cheetahs are like they are dangerous to their prey animals, but they don't consider humans their prey animals, generally speaking. And so they can coexist alongside humans to a degree, but they make very poor pets because you can't potty train them. And apparently their pee and their poop smells so bad that it's just not you can't live with one. So that's kind of the we can't have cheetah pets. But I just think it's neat that they're so chill. Do you recommend petting them? No. But like if you I don't know, like maybe in the right context. Oh, was the Demon Slayer movie good? Hell yeah, Midnight and All Night. Did you know red pandas stand on their hind legs to look intimidating? I didn't. I need to see a picture of that immediately. Nochnesara, thank you very much for the membership. Very appreciated. Sorry, red panda on... Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys. Put him in a little suit and give him a little briefcase. He's going to work. Oh. Snow leopards will carry their tail in their mouth from time to time. That's so cute. Oh god. They're so cute. Look at this picture of two of them facing off. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I'm gonna get you. No, I'm gonna get you. They're so fucking cute. Bump bellies. Yeah, their adorableness is a defensive mechanism by evolution. One positive aspect of apprehending the suspect alive is that the trial will answer all these questions. Absolutely. You know? I'm really glad that they got him alive. That trial's going to be such a clusterfuck though. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Oscar, thank you for the hugs. You're welcome. You're so welcome for the stream. I hope to see you again soon. I was hoping this would be a gaming stream, but I don't think we got the time. I don't think we got the time, chat. I think Nah, I think I think we're gonna have to wrap up in about 8 minutes, but I enjoy hanging out with you guys, so let's hang out. I was meaning to ask, was the Valhalla statement just him trying to sound cool? Was there something behind that? The Valhalla statement? Not entirely sure what you mean. Oh, Kash Patel was talking about Valhalla? Oh yeah. I don't know. I just put it down to the fact that these people are like ideologically and like spiritually incoherent. Do I okay, serious question. I don't know if in like Norse beliefs that the subject of assassination goes to Valhalla. Like I don't know that that works like that. Like I think you have to die in battle. I'm not sure like an assassination counts as being in battle. Yeah, good thing there's no precedence of ideological incoherence between Norse mythology and Christian nationalism being sinister. Yeah. You know, I've said quite a lot about that in the in some of my what if alt hist coverage, because that man is basically one walking esoteric Nazi belief system. Debate is battle? I don't think so. Only if we're Klingons and we really, really need to justify having diplomats. can I celebrate Kay's death here? No, go do that someplace else if that's what you want to do. Like, I'm not demanding you be, like, sad about his passage, but, like, I don't know. What Kirk did was try to bully teenagers. I mean, that was his last major push, right? Like, he was doing the same thing they did in, like, the 2016 year, year where they went and did college campus speaking tours and stuff. Debated college kids. Just like the Steven Crowder man on the street bits.
Fun fact. Extra History did an episode on this. Eric Bloodaxe was the last Viking king and was assassinated on his way to Dublin, I believe.
What a cool name. Eric Bloodaxe. Thank you for the $5 super chat. No monitor cats. Getting into Valhalla requires dying while wielding a weapon against your foe or from infection from a wound received during a fight. Assassinations and executions don't count. Okay. I figured there would be, like, some explicit language regarding executions, so... And I figured one of you would know. Well, Trump can Trump can pardon the shooter if he wants, I guess, but my guess is that the shooter's also going to face state charges. And probably predominantly state charges. Good night, Johnny Ramo. Trump can't pardon state charges. The same way, like, they can posture about pardoning Eric Chauvin, but, like, Eric Chauvin was convicted under Minnesota state law. Like, you can't pardon that. Do you think he ever learned what a woman was? No, I don't think so. I don't think any of these conservatives really understand what gender is at all. Okay, I do want to show you guys maybe the funniest thing I've seen today. And like I'm gonna show it to you again tomorrow, but or maybe not tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. But this was genuinely so funny. I laughed. I laughed a lot. So the context here, folks. You know, Charlie Kirk has been assassinated, and Trump, of course, so broken up, he ordered flags to be run at half staff. He talked about, he issued a personal address. You know, the vice president is escorting his coffin and his body on Air Force Two. Like, it's a whole thing. Here is Donald Trump taking questions earlier today about this event.
How are you holding up over the last 3.5 days?
So I know it's hard to hear, but the reporter goes, "How are you holding up over the last several days?" And okay, here he goes.
Very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty. It'll be an absolutely magnificent structure. And I just see all the trucks. We just started, so it'll get done very nicely, and it'll be one of the best anywhere in the world, actually.
Thank you so much.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Dude, my condolences for the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. How are you holding up? Well, pretty good. The construction is proceeding along smoothly, and as you can see, there's a lot of trucks here, and well, have a good one. The ballroom will be here soon. Like, this is some like advanced dementia shit. This is like advanced dementia mixed with don't give a fuck about this itis. Okay? Like, this man could care less that Charlie Kirk is dead. It's because Kirk is no longer useful to him. Exactly. Rassommier, thank you very much for the prime. And I tried pronouncing it that way because it seemed fancy. But if you're actually Rassommier, that's cool too. Dementia or just being dumb and not caring? Who can say? Flip a coin! Might be both. But like, god damn, that's funny. God damn, that is funny. They found out he wasn't a trans person and had to very quickly take the news cycle from 2 months to 2 days. Yep. Did he have the stroke face in that video? Ooh, good question. Okay, well, let just speeding through the video here. He's only being filmed from the side of his face that doesn't have that, so hard to say. I feel like Jack would have had a generational run on College Humor. I don't know what that means. Are you saying I would have done well on College Humor? Stroke would be, yeah, but the slump was on his on the right side of his face. You would have been amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. As somebody who watched a lot of College Humor, and I still I'm still a big fan of the Dan Gerwich bits on College Humor, and I feel like those are underappreciated. I know, Dropout is literally the only YouTube channel I pay money to subscribe to because it's that good. God of Tetris is also a legendary bit. I just pay the site. I would pay the site, but if I pay the site, I will forget to watch the videos. They had a recurring bit about Beef Gerwich, and I still think about it. And I don't know why. It's been ages since I've seen it. I am going to replay it though. Not right now, because DMCA, but I've only seen their Dungeons and Drag Queens D20, and it's fucking amazing. It is fucking amazing. Their D&D content is top tier. Hey, Snoogan. I've been looking for more comedy channels. Oh, Derp G's Dropout is top tier. Like, Game Changer is always fucking hilarious. Make Some Noise, always fucking hilarious. They're doing some incredible work. He was Nick Fuentes fanboy. He was indeed. Oh, Javon Bradley is great too. Actually is funny. I'm not a huge fan of like the trivia shows. I like all the people, but like I just the format throws me. A Crown of Candy is epic. Game of Thrones meets Candyland. I do also I like all of their shows. The fucking the fucking anti-fascist anarchist postal worker bit from one of their I forget which. I think it was like the summer camp or the school game that they were playing is top tier. Oh god, I hear a binder. Also, hey Jimmy Bean 556, thanks for hopping in. Very Important People is maybe like that's a career making like idea for a show. It's so good. Yeah, Fantasy High. Yeah, Mr. Cubby. The Cubby family. Thank you, Lord. My favorite dropout bits are the running Shakespearean fast food sandwich bits. I like the recurring font war bits. I think those are all great. The different fonts and their factions forming. I think it's wonderful. I'm not new, been a watcher for a while, never commented till today. I don't know what changed, but seems like an inviting group you've created, but the hate has gotten so much worse the last few days. It has gotten a whole lot worse the last few days, but we are going to do our best to clamp down on it and make this space decent and wholesome. But thanks for contributing to making this place a wonderful place to sit and talk and, like, I don't know, get to know you all. I'm an incredibly inconsistent chatter, but you know what? We love you just the way you are. If you enjoy Dropout, have you watched Taskmaster? I have watched Taskmaster, and it is also extraordinarily fun. Oh. Drinking Haterade is fun, but it's also like I still get bored. Yeah, I know, right? Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the premise of violence that's enacted, and the police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean, folks? Oh, God. Brennan is a legendary talent. Has the title segment happened already, or is it yet to happen? It has already happened. We talked about it. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Good morning, Kareem Alley. All right, folks. I have stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning, chatting with all you fine folk. But it is time for me to say good night. I gotta get up early because I got some things I'm doing, so I'm gonna get about 3 to 4 hours of sleep. But yeah. I'm happy to take any last questions. Oh, Crumple Punch. I'm curious what's the evidence that the guy was a groiper. Know about the casing engravings, but it doesn't seem super solid. Well, also the fact that there's some unconfirmed reporting that he followed, like, Laura Loomer, folks on 4chan in the places where the groipers hang out recognize him as their guy. They're like, oh shit, this guy is ours. Nick is so fucked. Nick Fuentes put out a statement today, almost immediately after news broke, saying like, no one in this community would ever condone violence or of any kind. Haha. Like, and yeah, basically the groipers themselves are recognizing the memes and claiming this guy, or at least saying it's one of theirs. So there are those things. There are the bullet casings, obviously. The Bella Ciao, by the way, Bella Ciao has been included recently in the Groiper playlist on Spotify. The references on the bullet casings to Helldivers 2, Hearts of Iron 4. He was described as a very online individual. Did we get more news on Crowder? We did. It's another one of the things I wanted to talk about in a segment, but I'm going to give you guys who have stayed a small spoiler because it's very funny. On September 10th, Steven Crowder's profile read, host of Louder with Crowder, the #2 conservative daily show and home of the most watched election live stream in the world. On September 11th, his profile read, host of Louder with Crowder, the #1 conservative daily show and home of the most watched election live stream in the world. Like, Jesus. God. What a little dick. Is Helldivers 2 a groiper thing now? No, but in the same way, like, groipers love Starship Troopers, they love Helldivers 2. It's because they all lack media literacy and or, like, they choose to live in a fantasy world where that media is, like, supportive of their ideas. What did he mean by that? Who can say? Who can say? No, really? Why did he change that? Because Charlie Kirk's show was the #1 conservative daily show. And now he's claiming the #1 spot. I don't know. Maybe it's the #1 show on Rumble or something. Mr. Malachi, I'm not sure how they're crunching the numbers. That's so gross. Yeah. Because all of these people are gross, opportunistic little scumbags, you know? One might say, in a way, he's celebrating a death, maybe. Who can say? All right. On that note, folks, I am actually well and truly done. Thanks for hanging out with me. And, I will see you all maybe Sunday. Otherwise, on Monday. I guess I'm going to have a little bit of a break. A break typically called a weekend. Have y'all... Wow. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, everybody. Get some good rest. Play some good games. I will be back when I can. I'm going to be doing some fun stuff tomorrow. And, make sure you get some rest. Do what fills you up. Don't do the shit that leaves you feeling empty and exhausted, all right? We're all... That's going around enough these days. Fill yourselves up. And with that being said, get good sleep, everybody. Bye. Oh, and hit the follow, like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the buttons, do the things, and sub and dono if you want. Bye.
Come on and take a walk with me through this green and growing land. Walk through the meadows and the mountains and the sand. Walk through the valleys and the rivers and the plains. Walk through the sun and walk through the rain. Here is a land full of power and glory, beauty that words cannot recall. All her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom. Glory shall rest on us all. From Colorado, Kansas, and the Carolinas to Virginia and Alaska, from the old to the new, Texas and Ohio and the California shore. Tell me who could ask for more? Here is a land full of power and glory, beauty that words cannot recall. All her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom. Glory shall rest on us all. Yet she's only as rich as the poorest of the poor, only as free as a padlocked prison door, only as strong as our love for this land, only as tall as we stand. For here is a land full of power and glory, beauty that words cannot recall. All her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom. Glory shall rest on us all. Come on and take a walk with me through this green and growing land. Walk through the meadows and the mountains and the sand. Walk through the valleys and the rivers and the plains. Walk through the sun and walk through the rain. Here is a land full of power and glory, beauty that words cannot recall. All her power shall rest on the strength of her freedom. Glory shall rest on us all, on us all.